Good evening, and here is the 7th day of the 21 days gratitude challenge. Before we do anything, and before our mind drift away, I just want you to close your eyes like me. Put your hands on your heart. Give gratitude to our beautiful body. And ask ourselves to be forgiven for everything we ever done through no fault of our own that we got hurt. Ask our soul for forgiveness and give our soul who done wrong things to us as the avatar our forgiveness. Give our forgiveness to the light destroyers, which in our life appear as negative people. Some are cruel people. Breathe out. In again 4 numbers. Out 4 numbers. Not a care in the world how long it would take for us to tune in, and we just tune in to our beautiful heart, giving thanks and asking our heart for forgiveness, our abilities to forgive and love, and part of our inabilities to forgive or to love. And just realize if at a certain moment in your life you're able to forgive and love, at any other time, similar or different circumstances, or same different, or not, and you can't forgive yet, there's always an opportunity to reflect on how were you able to do it when you could. The secret lies within what little moment brought you to the peacefulness, open-heartedness, rather than tangible moments of frustration. You had tangible moments of joy instead. You focused differently. Just notice your neck and your shoulder, your chest, and your leg. If you have your leg like this, I want you to hold your leg. And if you're sitting on the floor, please sit like me and just realize your psychology is instantly more relaxed when you sit holding yourself, because you're telling yourself, regardless what I'm going through, I can still hold myself together. And just notice and be really aware of this beautiful gratitude. Right now there's a lot of truth coming out, and many not truth are also coming out. Many good people was ridiculed, lied to, framed of things they've never done, put through hell for nothing. There's many broken hearts all over the world in the challenge that we are having right now. There's friends, there's foes, are all just caused by situations, and those people are not necessarily unfriendly to each other. Humans are instruments of God, and I mean not literally as an instrument that they're going to use you, but we are gods in a body. Recently, I realized when people ask me if I believe in the biblical God, I start saying I don't believe in those gods. But I realized I had different meaning. When I say I don't believe in, I didn't mean that such beings didn't exist. I just don't see them as more superior than we are, because they are just multidimensional beings in human bodies, which is on earth, and the soul part are in fourth dimensional spaces, which are where the alien, that's what human call them, right? Human call them aliens, resides. And if you don't believe that there's any life form on other planets, I invite you to connect through meditations, or you can do astral projections. You can do hypnosis. You can also read the Terra Papers by Robert Morningstar, Terrapaper, by Robert Morningstar. Morningstar as one word. For those of you that is aware of meditation, you know their soul, and you know the biblical beings are just different from us human in bodies. They are fourth dimensional above beings in bodies. And the ones in the Bible are certain races of not very benevolent beings who wanted to satisfy their ego. And that's where fear your God came from. The true fifth dimensional above frequency, well, from the fifth dimension, there are still certain part that can be improved, but there are higher fifth dimensional energy that is no longer duality. There's no longer dualistic concepts or principles applied. There's no karma and there's no pain. And that really is what we deserve right here, right now, all along. When Atlantis fall, many times we had a lot of trauma in those lives, shame and guilt, pain and regret, suffering and a fear of letting go. These embedded DNA are still hidden in our soul memory. And right now, the global challenge is calling us to remember this is a chance for us to integrate these traumatic memories in a positive light together. And we must send gratitude instead of fearful of other people's judgment of we are not good enough, or we have to corrupt to have money, which we never would need to do that. I know it may look like to many culture seemingly real, why people kill and steal, but those are fearful choices Because those human beings do not remember their light. They don't remember they have choice. They simply are misaligning because they are like lost children without memory, a blueprint map to guide them home to light. And gratitude brings us light in the heart, powers our heart. The more heart issues you have, if you have heart defects, you feel hard to breathe, you have heart murmur, or you have a cancerous growth in your chest, or maybe it's in your throat, or maybe it's in your brain, it's all healable. Many impossible things can become possible. And it's up to you. It is not up to, well, lesser than pure beings. This body, all of it, every layer, doesn't matter they believe they are light or dark, they all belong to light. Because I am light. Doesn't matter you have one head or if you're joint-headed twins. Be grateful that you have such a unique journey. I know it can be painful. This is obviously very specific for some of you. How do you say Siamese twins, conjoined twins. It is not a preferred journey by our choice, and it is not God forcing you and some false teaching says you chose it. My dear one, 90% time you didn't. You woke up in a place like a dimensional hospital. They said you chose this and they tell you to sign, and voila, it happened. Okay? These are called forced agreement. And the key to let them go is not keep repeating the same situation without willing to find the true resolve. Or maybe you found the true resolve, but it asks you to trust and surrender, and you've never been truly held by true prime creator. Or if you have to call it God, I just don't like that, because it's not just male or I can't even say male or female energy, because there's no such thing fifth dimension above as male or female in the way we translate it. They do have female and male, but it's not in the concept of what I want to describe, because the energy I'm talking about, God, is this giant void, creation and non-creation, time and no time, space and no space, knowing and absolutely nothing to know, and forever expanding also. Because each dot before creation, during and after is simultaneous in existence. I accept an esoteric scrolls of knowledge, of knowing myself through myself. I channel and I believe I am good enough. These are some affirmation that actually is achievable, rather than saying, I'm going to be a millionaire next year. You might be. But if you don't know your soul, would it change you so much to become a millionaire before you know your soul? How would you manage the energy field and feel deserving and willing to keep it? I want a great partner, no problem. Ask and you shall receive if your heart is true and you keep walking in the same direction, and you have gratitude all the way along your journey. Gratitude to your heart, gratitude to your organ, gratitude to your anger, gratitude to your depression, gratitude to your messy moments, gratitude to your embarrassment. This sounds so ridiculous, right? Tara, what are you talking about? These are so uncomfortable. How can I be being gratitude to this? Isn't that the opposite direction to my desires? But how do you know that you can be grateful to, well, let's say a lot of our journey are forced agreement by post-Atlantis trauma. We forgive ourselves for fingers crossed, sign it, right? Because otherwise we were gonna be, God knows where they were gonna put us. For you light workers listening to this, you are light, and if you never heard of this, you only joined us purely for gratitude challenge. This is not planned, you can tell. The presence is different, you can tell. I'm the real Goddess Tara. And many centuries ago, I have reincarnated as a girl whose parents have never ever been able to have a baby. They prayed and they prayed and they prayed to the sun, to the moon, and to the earth that they wanted a child, and secretly their souls want a healthy child, and subconsciously the woman and the man both wanted a little girl, and they had me. They made a promise to the God that they would have their daughters serve the temple, and that was my own temple. This was in Tibet. Many people are praying to me. Many people hate me. And yet, in my waking hour, every moment I am challenged, I am in pain, because right now I'm in a body and I feel your pain. And your pain is my pain, because all the women are prime creatrix embodied. The world of women are howling to rise. Tears are like rivers and oceans. Hearts are crying out. And children are being born in this climate. And we must have endurance, perseverance, consistency in walking forward anyway, and forgive yourself for not being kind to yourself. Please make sure you do that. You cannot just keep taking from your ancestors' love and energy and expect the way would be different for you, because your ancestor didn't know what you know. Many teachers are teaching gratitude to ancestors when we know a lot of ancestral traumas are impacting you in your daily activity right now. It does not serve you, but you must send love and gratitude to them, which present a challenge. How on earth do I forgive and love my own wrong way that I know I inherited through no fault of my own? How do I become stronger than this gene code's dictation? How do I persevere when I love you so much, Mother? And I could not stop everybody's wrong way, but I feel it because I'm a healer, or I'm a teacher, I'm a woman. Every woman can feel Gaia's, Sophia Gaia Taurus pain. Every single one of us have this innate ability to feel the gratitude of you, have ability to feel the strength in your core, in your womb. Say thanks to your sacred sexuality without in the mind of your own trying to use it for manifestation. Let it exist just because you are wholesome, because you deserve. Be grateful for our women is the key to heal our society. It is symbolism by all means to send gratitude to the divine feminine in our society as our mother before was our wife, because we gave birth to life. We are the females. We are the bridge between two worlds, and many worlds is multiverses. Upon multiverses of life, give gratitude to the wondrous creation of Mother Creatrix, and restore the sovereign right for women to be loved, their right to be wild and untamed. If you feel frustrated and you have that wondrous energy and you feel angered because you're in certain development countries and they control you and they are mean to you, then no, be grateful for them triggering you into your own admission of your power, because I swear, and I mean it, in my own experience, when someone triggers you that much, you will have every urge to stand up and defend yourself. But I want to ask you to define in a different way and trust you deserve this knowledge so that you can integrate. Trust that beneath all the chaos there's an answer to peace. Trust instead of defending self in anger and the roaring sound, that your peacefulness and love to yourself and healing your wound will make you stronger. Your perseverance of learning your best ability of who you are is stronger. You knowing you are responsible for your own emotion takes power away from those who deplete you, and I will always be inside you. How do you know me from the false AI progenitor or matrix control AI goddesses? Because they don't want you to know these things. They don't love you like I do. The relation that I was in, I was not involved. I was in very meditative state, being and prayed for hours a day on the end. Every single year I prayed to myself. And the coin is just part of my same or so different experience. Be aware to call the true Tara ascended pure Tara in the highest reality only, and same with Queen. My woman, I need you to rise. I need you more than you ever needed me right now, because there's a secret in the Bible that they don't tell you. I fought, especially in this life, I fought. I stood up for women's rights. And I did not agree with many Hindu deities' ways. It made me unpopular. Well, popular because people don't know the truth, but unpopular to those who know I was speaking the truth. And they know the truth that they deny. I can see beings moving out of my vessel. And I need more women to speak truth. And if you're in India, please know you deserve more. You deserve more. If you raised your son and your daughter, and they don't want to raise you, pray for them that one day their eye should open in golden light when they realize that you were their eyes before they kicked you out of their house. Pray that they will see golden light, because God says you are blind, and now I will open your eyes so you can see. Pray that they can see again, so they know what they've done to their mother. Pray that if they take, and then suck you dry and starve you, that one day their heart opens and be cleared, because then they know their way. But don't hold onto that hope, because you cannot control the circumstances. You can only pray for them, but you need to pray in the way that you know justice will prevail. You pray that your feeling about them change. That's my vessel's words. And so today we give gratitude to the mothers, especially the invisible women in India who became widowed. They were widowed and kicked out with no food, nothing. It is cruelty beyond measure, and we give gratitude to your forgiveness. My beautiful women. We give gratitude to our yoni, the spot where we birth life into this world, and we clear and we command the shame be taken out of it. The shame be taken out of our secret life-giving yoni. that shame, guilt, and fearful if we ever had pleasure, fearful of when can we have it again, fearful if we ever lose it, fearful of losing husband and be kicked out of house. And then there's guilt if you do have non-stopping joy. The word slut came to my mind, and we're claiming everything that caused us slut, or causing us feel slutty. And we ask the secret vibration of alignment to remove all the debris, all the prison that in disguise of the chakra systems. And we'll take the snake out of our systems. We ask soul retrieval for every traumatized woman on this planet right now. And then we ask all our sacred men that do love our sacred women to hold space together. And we ask the way be changed by the Hindu deities, and ask them to change their Bible and respect the widows through no fault of their own. They should be cared for. If they done wrong things, or if their son can't take care of them or daughters can't take care of them, that's another story. If they done wrong things, then send them to healing spaces and rehabilitation spaces that are holistic care for them. Government should be giving care to these women. I'm sure the goddess Tara energy is easier in Tibet and more joyful and peaceful because Tibet men do not abandon their mother. And they take care of one another. They take care of their widows. So today we are grateful for the widows. I'm grateful for the beings that brought this to light. I'm grateful to see the strength in these women and their willingness to forgive. We ask our ancestors to self-forgive if you are in the ancestral plan, finally at peace of all your hard life that you shared. Please pray for me that I can do the same, yet with higher wisdom than the past lives. And truth and integrity. That made my own soul's holiness and compassion, joy and tears of relief coming through my heart. That I have gratitude to you that's watching, and sending gratitude to our women, our widows, WIDOW, single mothers, foster mothers, mother fighting breast cancer. This is very specific. Ooh. Mother fighting ovarian cyst issues, polycystic ovarian syndrome, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Okay, this is about your pain being a mother in your past life, whomever you are. It's very intense pain I'm feeling on my right side. Let go of blaming yourself as a mother and you will be fine. I will not change my way of channeling because this is natural for me. I forgive my mother and the mother before her. I see their shadow, their unkindness to self and others. I see their kindness to themselves and others. I accept the facts as a whole. I move on with perseverance and courage and compassion, and I return them to the true prime source light, true, with unconditional love, shield in cryogenetic rocks, which is the truth stone, for the highest spiritual justice. May all wounds healed for all involved, and all forgiven, and restore all damages to null and nullify. In all time continuums, all direction, all universes, and cut the cord by Mother Gaia's way. By her, cut our cord, and not by our mind or fear control. Mother Sophia Gaia Tara knows the way. Let go of the obsession of fixing a devil, for you cannot fix a devil. We now give gratitude for strength in women dealing with narcissistic, abusive partner. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are believed. Your story are valid. The smearing and gaslighting cannot shield your light. They cannot destroy you, not even if you allow, because you are us and we would never allow you to be destroyed, because you are light, you belong with light. In light you are remembered, and in remembrance you will be back with light. Those mothers who miscarry, we send gratitude to you to be willing to keep trying. We acknowledge your strength to keep trying to carry more times of babies. Those who had a stillbirth baby, your strength of grieving and doing the healing work for you also, your ancestor and us as one collective of women. You are seen, you are held, and you are loved. Those going through hell and didn't feel there's another day, lost hair in cancer, don't know if you will be alive another day. You are loved, you are held, you are protected. Seek alternative options by natural path, holistic GP, which is general practitioner. Do true inner healing. There's no magical pill that's gonna fix everything. Please know that. Do inner healing work. Look for a coach. Should it be my vessel? Or should it be yours, so even better? If you're lonely, speak to your soul. If you're sad, my women, speak to your soul. If your husband slapped you, if your husband slapped you, my Asian women and Middle Eastern women, you listen to me. You are the fierce force of Gaia. You are mother of life-giving force. Before you were a woman, honor yourself as how you carry your body and be grateful to yourself and make the turn of your speech in an honorable way without fear, without being fearful or bow down to those authority, because you are more than powerful. I am a powerful healer. I am a work in progress. My money in my pocket does not identify me. Where I am right now does not identify me. I may be a powerful woman with much knowledge and still asking support and donation so I can get by my day, and that is okay. I may be a beautiful, powerful, strong woman who couldn't find a job and lost the job, but I have 3 mouths to feed in the house. And I admire my strength because the true universe, the prime creatrix, the prime creator, actually are one void, and they put me on this earth right now. So I must got something special going on that they put me through this, because they know once I healed, I'm done with it. And I'm waiting to be on the other side because I will be done with it. And if I'm disabled, and God will help me to stand up again, and those disability pensions, that's not insult my soul. It is to help my soul. And if the government was corrupted, don't they deserve to pay what is I deserve to recover? I pick up all of this energy and thoughts from the collective painful women's spaces, and I wanted you to know I love you. Every time you say that we don't love you, my dear women, and you may say, oh, I never say that to universe or my soul, but you do. When you didn't believe you could deserve a better man, you feel no one backing you up in a pornography promoted world, or in a prom, you feel you dressed so plainly because there are so many fancy dresses. Who am I to compete? Well, darling, you're not there to compete. Be grateful that you are unique. No one can compete with you. No one have your face. No one have your figure. No one have your specialty. Don't ever try to quote a celebrity thinking that's gonna be your life's model or direction. And don't try to think in your head you want to look like a celebrity, or even so, someone wants Kim Kardashian's brow. Goddess Taurus doesn't know what to say. I consider that as an idolation, idoling another woman. I can feel this constraint on the right side and really painful torment, almost hellish energy. But take a note of the demon energy. We ask all dark demon hunting our women to be gone, and we ask soul equity, collective soul equity order of every single woman on this planet Earth that are ready to rise, that are suffering. We ask your ancestor and my ancestor, every single being, written, signed, energetic sinew, sign wave petition to the torment of sovereign female being, and we only ask the ancestor that are benevolent. We ask our shamanic ancestors to dance and beat the drum for the healing of Sophia Gayatara and the true Aurora, and to restore our own ozone layers for our beautiful little girl, little boy's growth. We ask all demonized true authentic heroes and heroines to be restored. We ask every soul lineage celestial DNA trait to be reactivated, healed to the highest potential. We ask collective soul retrieval of every single ready to rise and reborn women to be healed. We ask soul equity court order from the highest UA realm and above until reach to prime creatrix creator to banish child marriage, demonize and abuse children in any way, shape, form, raping children, child slavery, oh gosh, child trafficking, anything that suppressed the true divine feminine voice. Ow! Oh gosh. The killing of the spiritual guidance team of certain Middle Eastern group of women? How is that even possible? Oh god. So they are, every single human soul have guidance team. This is almost like assassin team. Energetic, unkind ET race. We also retrieval to the wounded warrior goddesses that are true and sovereign, non-dualistic. We ask all women's fibromyalgia issue to be healed. Damage to throat, energetic throat. Oh god. Oh, this is so painful. Whew. All stolen destiny and voice in all timeline, cross all time dimensional reality to be healed. Time 3, speed of light, compassion, truth, justice, and God. By God, we only mean the prime creatrix and creator and the true UV realm empress and emperor and true Aurora. Oh, and Sophia Gayatara. We are grateful for our strength to heal. So today's challenge is go through this process with yourself, your lifetime, your ancestor. If you have daughter, do for your daughter. And do it for the women of this planet Earth. To send gratitude to every woman that you can think of. And write down what you're grateful for you as a woman. Especially if you have an abusive mother, give gratefulness to her. At least she gave birth to you so that we could have you here with us. Your strength to forgive her, give you strength to recover yourself. And by forgiveness, we do not mean to make things okay. It is not okay. Spiritual bypass is not forgiveness. Your subconscious needs to know the abuse that they have done is not okay. But it's okay to no longer carry them as burden. I let go of the burden. Alright. This is a really long healing, gratitude healing. I want you to say to yourself, you're beautiful. All the women and all the men. Oh, did that just fly through? Please hold space for our woman when she's doing this. If this is your spouse or your girlfriend, please have her be truly raw, authentic, and see her own body naked. And I want you to hold her. And when she crumbles, looking at her rose, her body, scar or no scar, wrinkles or not, and she's gonna cry, I want you to not hand her a tissue, but be really there present. And when she crumbles, I want you to hold her. I've never seen a woman doing this for the first time and not cried. Okay? And if you are divorced like me and for many years, I believe somehow you've gone through it already with this practice. And if you have not yet, it's gonna be a raw experience. Be really present. Be really inviting, and do not, make sure you do not push away how you feel. I'm integrating with my primal guardian as females, and I have a lot of Egyptian really sovereign high priestess self that have suffered a lot, torment, rape, abuse, especially as high priestess. It's really tricky situations. And in Persia, in Turkish, I've existed, Lebanese, Greek, Roman, Italian. So I'm really aware of this masculine control over women. And if you are a man, just know that it's time to change, because until our women heal, you're not going to truly heal. Your children are not going to truly heal. And the women that are divorced, if you have a male figure that is your best friend, when you cry and crumble and you need someone to hold you, that can be it. If your father's alive, let your father do it. If you love your father, my father I do not speak to anymore because it's very toxic. His soul, me and my team and my light worker that I'm working with, we had to send my birth father's soul to the UV realm for quarantine and rehabilitation. See, because he had a lot of debris and attachment, and he needs to stay away. But if you have a father who is very loving, your loving father who you have close bond to is the best bridge to honor you. And if you are brave enough to say to him, Father, you know, when I came, I was bare, and no one judged me. I was a naked baby. And I need you to help me to feel it's okay to be my naked, authentic self again. If you're able to, I love my ear. I love that my ear is like really good size. I'm trying to heal my channeling. Just 1 second, I need to retune. Alright, so that's retune my telepathy. If your father is okay with you being naked, it's actually can be very healing. I've never done that because my father wasn't like that, but I've done it with the Prime Creator and Prime Creatrix and the real Jesus. I've called them. I was in the bath and was crying, and I really needed them. I really needed the Prime Creator and Prime Creatrix, and I was in tears. And when they said to me, and my own soul said to me I was gonna be okay, I wish I stopped bombarding them with my doubt. Be grateful of the presence of this. I don't like the word superior. Not superior, because we all, our true nature is superior like that. The loving, extremely loving being, very loving, very unconditional. You want to become silent, not controlled kind of silent, but freeing silent, because that means we no longer feel like we have to justify. When we stop fearing, we want to listen, and when you want to listen to someone, you become silent, your heart's open, and you're ready. You know you're protected. See, I'm releasing. I am ready. Not just for a part of me. My Asian part was very hard because my Asian self had been in time that was loving, but also being in time that was challenging. And the challenging life is just so... It was hard. Now it's easier for me to accept I'm not like them. In this life, I'm not like the other Chinese. I do not fit in. Ow, do you hear that? Ow. This happens if you're doing healing and your body moving. It's normal. Oh, that's really sore. So I hope this helps. Be grateful for your soul and be patient with yourself. And if part of your soul has gone to the light and due to soul loss or got angry, just bring it back to light. But bring back light here. And soul retrieval. Things does get better. Things will always get better. It can't get worse. It can only get better. Once you wake up, there's no way to go back. Gratitude can only grow like a flower. It doesn't go backwards. You may forget to send gratitude one day, but it is there. And now command all my scholar self to integrate. With zero judgment, I trust you. Scholar self true. 12 the above warrior true. 7 the above warrior true. Female. Integrate. And if you give permission for your higher self to do the same for you, say yes, because it will really help you to heal and protect yourself. As always, much light. We're now activating 27 macabres. We ask 24/7 protection until fully integrated with all of our new team. We have new team. Oh, not the most egoistically fancy, but the most spiritually ascension-wise fancy. Abundant, 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 abundant. Feel it. Feel you are abundant. Feel you are loved. Spiritual people do have abundance. Money is just a part of abundance. When we rise, we start relaxing, and all just comes effortlessly when your effort is focused on aligning. So do have effort on allow yourself to love, integrate. Rise your shadow into the light by sending them to the true UV realm, healing chambers, quarantine chambers, rehabilitation chambers, base sauna light in the true greater central sun, true healing chambers of true greater central sun. And send forgiveness to certain beings that have damaged the Lemurian moon. Send forgiveness to the being that corrupted the center of power of the Atlanteans. Send forgiveness to the margins that hurted Atlanteans. And if you have never, ever, ever heard of the Atlantean prophecies and histories, Edgar Rice has written about Atlantis. Many people have written Atlantis. It is very real. It came after Lemuria, when Lemuria flooded. Okay. And the Martians was one of the very ruthless races that hurted Atlantis. I did not say about the planet, I'm talking about the being on there. Before. Now they're all gone. From current, future timelines. Current and future timelines. There's no more margins. Send forgiveness to actually forgive ourselves for allowing the great insectarian interfering in our society, forgiving all those bad insects that cause illness such as malaria, caused mothers who lost their babies, sons, fathers crying, mothers crying, the viruses they carried, deadly ones. And we ask so you could take order to clear that and restore the family's peace and kill the children. So these are my guidance to heal today. And this is a very unique one. So if you have done the ones before and you have never heard about the spiritual one, this is very important. This is very timely. This is not planned and I cannot change this. And you just have to keep an open mind and hopefully you feel soothing. And if you never believed in religion or star beings, just know that no one is asking anything from you and you can just keep an open mind and try this on. I love you all. And may true Prime Creator God bless you. True Prime Creatrix bless you. And I bless you. And the true Goddess Tara bless you. And the true Kuan Yin bless you. And I ask all the true authentic spirit guidance stay with me in my body. So that I may follow and be your vessel. So my soul is always myself. All right. Have a good evening.